This note is from Olivia, and I can go ahead and read it.
Sure.
I'm not sure how it will work with my eyes and the writing, but we'll see. My family and I are so thankful to RMG.
The one thing I stress to everyone about Red Mountain Grace is that this apartment is our safe haven.
The emotional weight on our family was immense, and the relief from the financial strain of securing a temporary home in Birmingham was truly a blessing.
Our daughter was in a severe car accident. We had a hotel room right next to the hospital, which wasn't cheap, and had to send our kids and family home. I knew everybody wanted to be here, but we couldn't have everybody in hotels. We needed to figure something else out, and we really didn't know what we were going to do. That sounds familiar. None of us had ever heard of Red Mountain Grace, but someone I went to college with and did an internship with Red Mountain and gave us the information, and within 24 hours, Lindsay called us, and then the rest was history.
It's just a unique way that maybe isn't always thought of, but then once these families, think of Red Mountain Grace and experience Red Mountain Grace, they're at the point where they're telling other families in their community, and we're getting to serve, friends of families from their same little small town. So
I think most of the people that are involved in with Red Mountain are going to be people who are probably at the lowest point of their life or pretty close to it. And, that support network and that safety net is just unbelievably necessary at that time. And I wonder, without Red Mountain Grace, what it would have looked like for us, really.
We spent 32 days at Children's Hospital in the NICU, sleeping at the hospital and watching our daughter go through a difficult situation. As parents, we like to think we can fix things all the time and take care of our kids, but when you're in this type of situation, you can't. So we've been through it.
As a healthcare administrator, we're not just wanting the patient to be healed medically. And when you are able to have a positive environment and family support, you see patients who are able to heal quicker. We see so many of the volunteers come alongside the families and truly spur on their recovery.
We'd been the only ones in a hospital room when somebody had their baby pass away, We were the only ones there to hold them and pray for them. The fact that we can do that for a number of patients is humbling.
yeah, this one's from Amber. We cannot thank everyone enough for their help during this time. All of the Red Mountain Grace staff was amazing, especially Lindsay. Many thanks, Amber. I think the word that comes to my mind is honor, just that they share what they do with us in their pretty much lowest time of their life, or of their, many of the different moments throughout their life. My main goal is just to let them know that they're thought of.
For the last 4.5 months, we've been guests of this fantastic organization. They must get hundreds of applications from people. But to feel special from the beginning is just unbelievable.
Every card is not just one person, it's a family, and then it's community. But at the same time, to know that because of what Red Mountain Grace did for us, and is doing for all these other people, I don't know if joy's the right word, but it does kind of makes you feel good.
The families that we work with are coming from hundreds and miles away or different states. So I love being able to provide those resources for people that are in need, and just to be able to help brighten somebody's day or help people who are going through difficult times.
I really thought it would be a great way to be an example to my kids and show them, let's go do it, and don't be afraid.
I just love that it's a place where these families can come to rest and feel a sense of normalcy outside of the hospital walls. What a gift to be able to participate in that.
And it's something that my family and I are like, we're going to keep being a part of.
I used to always talk about, you know, where we want to give money to, how are we going to help, you know, what are we going to do? And that conversation never even happens anymore because we know exactly what we're going to do. And it's what we're going to do and until the end of time. And it's going to be our mission to do whatever we can to help them as much as we will never be able to repay them. But we want to do whatever we can to help them as much as they helped us.
There's your nose.
So my wife and I cannot truly express our gratitude to Red Mountain Grace and all the donors. Had this ministry not interceded for us, I don't know how we would have been able to provide the opportunity for my daughter to have access to the treatment she needed to get through this situation. Red Mountain is a lifeline from God that was given to my daughter and gave us the chance to not only recover, but also to have the opportunity to get her life back. A life that her disease was trying to steal from her. And us as a family. You don't remember, all the stuff you write in these moments. This ministry does not just give shelter and help. It gives hope. In our case, the chance of life. You have helped give my girl a chance to have life. A life that has hopes and dreams and endless possibilities. And for this, we are forever in your debt. And we will always support this ministry going forward.
You kind of always walk through this world and you pray and you hope that the good comes out in everything, because there's so much negative in the world and there's just so much sorrow. It's really difficult to find the good in things because people want to try to bring you down, and it just, sometimes you feel like you're drowning. But when you get introduced to the people that we got introduced to, in the situation that we were in, they made us realize that we were going to be okay. And we are. Red Mountain Grace is it's more than an apartment. It's a family.